Hello, we are the bilingual school called Maestro Juan de Ávila in Spain. It is placed in Pedro Muñoz, a small village near Ciudad Real. Firstly, we will explore our Spanish educational system. Spain is involved in a process of changes, but the educational system is built on some principles established by Spanish Constitution because its Article 27 regulates the right to education as one of the basic rights that public authorities must guarantee to all the citizens, and also General Law 8 1985, which regulates the right to education and establishes the main purposes of education. Keeping this in mind, we could explain that our education system is organized into the following areas of education. Infant education, which is divided into two cycles, from 0 to 3 years old, corresponds to kindergarten, and from 3 to 5 years old to school, in which several areas such as ICT and English are promoted. After that, we have primary education. It covers 6 academic years, from 6 to 12 years of age. It is free and together with compulsory secondary education makes up the period of basic compulsory education. Then we have secondary education. It goes from age 12 to 16 and it consists of 4 academic years. It has been designed to transmit the basic elements of culture to the students. And finally, we have the baccalaureate, which is a non-compulsory 2 years educational stage in order to complement compulsory secondary education. Apart from this, we would like to explain some curricular elements to be considered when we plan a lesson. Firstly, we can talk about key competencies, which can be defined as an essential condition to achieve personal, social, and professional development. We can count with 7 key competencies: communicative competence, maths competence, and basic competencies in science and technology, digital competence, which is very important in our school due to we work on a project called Carmenta. It consists on working with tablets instead of notebooks. Learning to learn competence, social and civic competence, initiative and business spirit competence, and finally awareness and cultural expression competence. Also, we have stage objectives, which are the achievements that the students must have reached at the end of primary education. Contents, which are teaching objectives that society considers useful for promoting personal development. Methodology, principles, techniques, and resources that we use when we plan a lesson. And finally, evaluation criteria to assess the teaching and learning process and its corresponding learning outcomes, which are some specification of these evaluation criteria. Finally, we would like to conclude with some quotes. For example, as Albert Einstein says, learning is experience, everything else is just information. And finally, as James Bryce says, communication is the key to education, understanding, and peace. So now, thank you for your attention.